It's illegal to be drunk at a
What?
bar.
That's what you go to a bar for. I want to know why someone had to make that a law. You can't make fake drugs in Arizona. So you can make real drugs. Why do they have to make it specific to fake drugs? 15. Biting someone's arm off is illegal in Rhode Island. I'm pretty sure it's illegal everywhere. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is your favorite boy from the Midwest, Ethan. I hope you like learning about random stuff as much as I do, because that's what we're doing today. Today we're going to be looking at the 25 weird British laws that you won't actually believe exist. I actually probably won't believe most of them because I know, at least over here in the US, there's so many really crazy, random, stupid laws that are still in the books and they've just never been removed. I'm sure the UK is similar. I'm sure every country has laws, like old laws on the books that don't really make sense to us nowadays that are still technically law. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to go through some of the US random laws that we still have on our books. Just give you guys a kind of a comparison. Before we get into the video, please make sure that you like, share, and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss out on any videos. I am trying to upload 5 days a week right now, every day of the week. With that being said, the video that we are watching today is the 25 weird laws you won't believe actually exist in Britain. It is from the channel Alpha Paul, and let's get right into this.
Since they've been around for hundreds of years, it would make sense Britain would have a few weird laws. Of course, when they don't revoke old laws still in the books, it creates a headache for everyone. Lawyers, judges, and politicians have to sift through tons of antiquated laws, and citizens potentially could be penalized for it. While some of these laws have been removed, you might be surprised to hear many others have not. Curious to hear more? I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 weird British laws you won't believe actually exist.
I am a little curious though if most of these laws actually will get upheld, like if you would actually go to jail or get fined for these. Because I feel like over here a lot of our laws still in the books, like you don't really get in trouble for.
Thanks to Prerogativa Regis 1322, all whales and sturgeons found in the United Kingdom belong to the Crown. 24.
I mean, to be fair, what doesn't belong to the Crown? But yeah, that's kind of like the swans though, right? Every single swan is owned by the Queen.
Under an 1839 law, it's illegal to knock on someone's door and walk away. That includes ringing a doorbell, without excuse. 23.
That makes sense.
According to the Metropolitan Police Act 1839, it's illegal to be drunk at a bar or keeper of a public house to permit drunkenness on premises.
What?
22.
That's what you go to
Until
a bar
1976, the UK had a law that required all cars to carry at least one bale of hay. It was initially written for horse-drawn carriages. 21. Okay. If you're planning a home improvement project that requires wood planks and you live in London, just remember, it's illegal to carry planks across pavement. Good luck. 20.
What?
After 8 a.m., it's illegal to beat or shake any carpet, rug, or mat in the street. 19. Thanks to the Metropolitan Police Act 1839, if you annoy passengers or inhabitants with flying a kite, you'll be fined £500, which is about 562 euros. 18. Think twice before asking a stranger for change. According to the Vagrancy Act 1824, if you need change and ask a stranger for some, it's considered begging, and you could end up in the House of Correction. 17. Be careful how you handle salmon. According to the Salmon Act 1986, it's illegal to handle fish in a suspicious circumstance.
What classifies as a suspicious circumstance? Like, and why is it only to salmon? That is a really, I want to know why someone had to make that a law. Like, what was someone doing to that a poor fish that they had to make that law? 16. If you plan to go to a fancy party, don't dress up as a soldier or seaman. According to the Seamen's and Soldiers' False Characters Act in 1906, it's illegal to pretend to be part of the armed forces. That might be the same over here. I've heard it's illegal to impersonate an officer. I would assume that it's the same with the military. And it kind of makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, because like if it's on Halloween, there should be a allowance for that. 15. Thanks to the Library Offenses Act of 1898, you cannot gamble or use abusive or obscene language in a library. 14.
Singers, songwriters, and street bards will be sad to hear it's illegal to sing a profane or obscene song in public. 13. Many of you likely won't have this problem, but if you're ever visiting Parliament, don't wear armor.
Hey, just a shout out to my previous video. I see the Elizabeth Tower, good old Big Ben there. Make sure you go check out that video.
If you're ever visiting Parliament, don't wear armor. That's also illegal according to the 1313 statute forbidding bearing of armor.
That might just be because they
12.
think that you're threatening.
Compliments of the Town Police Clauses Act 1847, if you keep your pigs outside your house without the proper fencing, you'll be subject to a £1,000 fine. 11. Don't even think of singing happy birthday to a friend in public. Otherwise, you'll have to pay a fee. It's copyrighted after all.
Oh, no,
10.
I don't think anyone
It's
does
illegal
that.
for your common pet dog to mate with a royal pet dog. So, if by chance you meet the queen, make sure your dogs don't get frisky.
Gotta keep those bloodlines pure for the queen's dogs. Can't have, unwanted puppies.
9. While this law is no longer active, it was once illegal for a lady to eat chocolate on a public transport.
Ooh, that's sexist.
8. At one time, every Englishman from the ages of 17 to 69 was required to keep and practice with a longbow. This wasn't repealed until 1960. I'm okay with that law.
I was gonna say, you don't want to shoot a bow, I shouldn't, be forced upon you, but that's actually pretty cool, keeping up with tradition and stuff, so I kind of like that.
7. All unmarked swans belong to the queen, and any attempt to eat them is considered illegal. 6. Someone may be fined up to £1,000 if they hang up their laundry to dry across a street. 5.
Okay, don't you guys do that a lot in cities? I know you guys don't really use, or you guys prefer to hang your clothes out than to use the dryer. So if you're in a city and on a third street apartment, do you just use a rack inside or on the porch? You don't actually string clothes out along the alley or something?
Jumping the ticket queue at a subway isn't just rude in London, it's illegal. So stay in line and wait.
Well, yeah, it should be. That's a dick move.
4. Hats off to Edward VI for this one. Anyone breaking an egg on the sharp end could end up in the stocks for 24 hours. 3. Edward VI also had a thing about socks. He enacted a law saying it's illegal to stand sockless within 100 yards of the Queen. 2. If you put a postage stamp bearing the Queen's image upside down on a letter, it's considered treason. 1.
Would that be the equivalent of flying a flag upside down?
This is considered the most absurd law by UK citizens. Apparently, it's illegal to die while in Parliament since it's a royal palace and you would be required to have a state funeral. So, what's the most absurd law you've ever gotten in trouble for? Let us know in the comments below or tweet your answer to us at List25.
Okay, honestly, half of those were really, really random. I wasn't expecting some of them. Some of them actually did make sense, but the egg one, the one with the dog, the fish one was really weird. There's at least half that just absolutely don't make sense. I can see why in some of them. I do see that. But on the last one, it's actually wouldn't you, if you were ordering in Parliament, wouldn't you prefer to die in Parliament so that you do get a big state funeral and it'd be paid for? Even though it's illegal, what are you gonna do? The person's dead. It doesn't make sense. Okay, guys, like I said at the beginning, I wanted to compare a little bit with the U.S. random laws that we have. I haven't gone through these. I just Googled weird laws still in the books in America. This was the first thing that popped up. It's 46 weird laws still in the books. I don't know if I'll get through all 46. I'm going to try to go through about 20 at least. If the video gets too long, then I'll just post the link in the description and you guys can continue checking out the rest by yourself. So yeah, so we just did 25 random UK laws. And so now I'm going to try to do 20 or 25 random US laws that are still on the books. So this was just updated just a year ago. So it's pretty new. Most of these are still probably there. The first one is Vermont banning clotheslines. You read that right. In 2009, Vermont made it illegal for groups like neighborhood associations to ban clotheslines. That's a random law, but I actually agree with it because it's so stupid in an HOA. You're pretty much told what to do with your house, and you have to pay a bunch of money to buy the house on top of having to pay a yearly subscription to the HOA. You should be able to put your clothes outside to dry, but it's an eyesore, so they don't allow it. So that's a good law. You can't throw rocks at trains in Wisconsin. Again, that's another good law. You can't make fake drugs in Arizona. That is super random. So you can make real drugs. Probably not, but why do they have to make it specific to fake drugs? Blasphemy is still illegal in Michigan. Blasphemy laws used to be very common in the United States, but there are still some in existence, including in Michigan, where cursing God is a misdemeanor. I've never heard of a blasphemy law. 5. Dogs can't hunt big game animals in California. Don't bite while boxing in Utah. You're not supposed to bite while boxing, and that's in Utah. 7. Swearing at sports events is legal in Massachusetts. Okay, yeah, there's no way. It says if you're over 16, it's against the law to swear at players or officials during sporting events in Massachusetts. So I guess at the end of every Red Sox game, 37,000 people are taken into custody. Yeah, Boston is very big in their sports, football and baseball, and I am sure that people are swearing all the time. And why is it over 16? So you can cuss out when you're under 16? I don't know. 8. You can't use a false name at a hotel in New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, it is illegal to check into a hotel using a false name. 9. Pretending to be a religious figure is illegal in Alabama. And speaking of false identities at public places in Alabama, you cannot pretend to be a minister, nun, priest, or rabbi if you aren't one, thereby making productions of the sound of music technically illegal. That's interesting. I mean, as a good law, you probably don't want a bunch of supposedly trusted individuals just being able to go and knock up on your house. And I have no idea what they would do, but that law kind of makes sense. You couldn't throw snowballs in Severance, Colorado until 2019. Well, that is a stupid-ass law because it's freaking Colorado and there's snow everywhere. This one technically is not on the books. Okay, good. But it just got changed thanks to a precocious 9-year-old boy. It's finally legal to throw snowballs in a Colorado town for its snow. It's freaking Colorado. It snows all the time. When I went to Colorado in July, several years ago, there was still some snow. We weren't even that far up in the mountains. We were, about 6,000, 7,000 feet above sea level, and there was still enough snow to have a snowball fight. 11. You have to believe in something in order to hold public office in Texas. That is Texas. That is not surprising. 12. Bingo games can't last more than 5 hours in North Carolina. 13. You can't sniff glue with the intent to get high from it in Indiana. Okay, so if you get stopped by an officer and you're sniffing glue in Indiana, you can be like, I'm not sniffing it to get high. It just smells so damn good. Again, that's such a dumb law. And again, all these laws that are in existence, or most of them, they had a precedent to do it. And why? I want to know the story behind all these. 14. Adultery is still a crime in New York. That is surprising for New York. 15. Biting someone's arm off is illegal in Rhode Island. I'm pretty sure it's illegal everywhere. And that's probably a really old law. I just picture pirate days, 1600s or something, and someone getting into a bar fight and gnawing someone else's arm off. 16. Teachers can't talk to students about hand holding in Tennessee. Okay, I mean, it's really probably not their place to do it, so. 17. You can't sell your eyes in Texas. I would hope not. I would hope you can't just sell eyes on a road anywhere. I wouldn't trust that. When they saying the eyes of Texas are upon you, they meant that the state already has a pair and doesn't need to buy yours. It's not just eyes either. It's illegal to sell any of your bodily organs. Maybe they're referring to you can't sell them to hospitals or sell them to donate to someone else. Number 18. Dance halls can't be close to cemeteries in South Carolina. Okay, in South Carolina, dance halls are not allowed to be within a quarter mile of a rural church or cemetery. That's probably going back to the Footloose movie. A lot of people, especially back in the 50s and 60s, thought that rock and roll was evil, devil music and stuff. That's probably what that law is. I don't know why cemeteries. At least around in the Midwest, there's a lot of churches that actually have a cemetery adjacent to it. So that is actually pretty different. Number 19. They also can't be open on Sundays. South Carolina also requires their dance halls to be closed on Sundays. It's almost like they don't like dancing. Again, that goes back to church and being strict, so I'm not surprised. Number 20. Florida passed a law in 1974 allowing the state to ban alcohol sales during hurricanes. That kind of makes sense. Okay. As a matter of public safety, the state wanted to curb people's ability to throw hurricane parties? What? I've never heard of that. Why? There's so much destruction and chaos going on. Why would you want to throw a hurricane party? I was thinking like to drink to, forget about it or like forget what you've lost. That's Florida for you though, man. Florida is crazy. They're always throwing parties. 21. Utah doesn't have happy hour. That is a dumb law. You need to change that because every place needs happy hour. Happy hour is the best. And you get a lot of business. So like why? It is illegal to discount booze or do anything that might promote overindulgence. So happy hour is right out. 22. You can't use x-rays for shoe fittings in Washington. I didn't know they did x-rays for shoe fittings. Oh. Don't worry, Dorothy, they fit. Number 23. You can't wound a fish with a firearm in Wyoming. Yeah, I can kind of see this like very unsportsmanlike. Definitely there's people that go and shoot fish. I mean, that's definitely like more of a redneck thing, but that happens. 24. Delaware doesn't like R-rated movies at drive-ins. Again, that law does kind of make a little sense. If you had a little kid or something, they could like sneak on a bike. I kind of get that because it's out in the open. People can see it and hear it. The state has a ban on playing R-rated movies, specifically at drive-in theaters because they're outside, yes. But it's probably unconstitutional, and yes, that probably is true. 25. Don't try to corrupt public morals in Florida. Man, again with Florida. Attempting to corrupt public morals makes you guilty of a misdemeanor in Florida. How far is the high there here exactly? Alright guys, I'm going to do one more, and then if you guys want the rest, I'll post the link in the description. 26. You can't live on a boat for more than 30 days in Georgia. Oh, there's probably like vagrant laws, or they probably just don't want the rivers and swamps getting all crammed filled with people living there, I would assume. That's during a calendar year, which presumably means you can spend 59 legal days crashing on your boat from December to January. That's one weird thing with laws. I know on water, the laws are like completely different from anything else. Anyway, guys, that was 25 random UK laws to 26 random American ones. I'm sure that there are hundreds, if not thousands, that each country has that probably should come off the book. Very random and weird laws. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you guys enjoying just random stuff like I do. I love learning about very, very random things. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much. Please make sure that you like this video. Make sure you turn the notification bells on so you don't miss out on my other videos. You can join my Discord, which will also do an extra pop-up. That way you know when I have a new video. You can also, if you are interested in sending me any packages for P.O. Box openings videos, I know a lot of channels do that. Seems very common. My P.O. Box address, again, will be in the description. And with that being said, guys, I think that's all I have for this video. It was very interesting, very random laws. And let me know what you guys think. How many do you think should they just all be done away with, or did some make sense to you? Because I feel like some of them were decent laws. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are at 15K. It is awesome. I love seeing the growth of the channel. I'm trying to put out more content for you guys. I'm trying to do at least 5 videos a week, upping my content. And that's all I have for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Please take care, be safe, and enjoy life. Get out, go vacation, do something. Because after this year and a half we've had, people just need to enjoy life.